High or low?
Yeah. Last time I got a one. Last time I got a natty one, and then they asked me high or low. I was like, I can't lie about that. Okay, it's gonna be high this time.
High does it?
High does it.
Okay, shit. Damn it.
Yes, I got a 3.
I got a 16.
Go for it, Chris.
Fine.
This is Rena. Rena rolled low during death saves and didn't get healed by his group. Don't be a Rena. Roll high and subscribe.
Oh, okay. So we started last session having just met Nagland the younger. And he gave a beautiful rap. I forgot what the rap was about, but he we started the session with a conversation between us and Nagland talking about who we were. We showed him the sword, and he recognized it as his, but one that had looked more worn. And he went to go into his tower to find his sword. He took the old one and ran inside, and Stag asked Sprock a couple questions about time and space and things, and they got worried and ran inside to try and find Nagland and found him with both swords in his hand. Sprock proceeded to rip one out and scold him, and then pushed him into the room, and we got a lot of information from Nagland. We found out where he comes from the Dark Mountains, and that's where he got the sword. His family crafted it years ago, and apparently it gets stronger in some way when you slay a dragon with it. And he wanted to help us, told us that the blue skull was going to be at the ceremony, and gave us a bunch of potions. One vial of a bunch of different potions. One looks like glitter. Spencer, you'll correct me on all those because I forgot to write the names down. And he gave us all these helms that may or may not work. The helm of Magneto.
Yes.
And then we said, all right, we got to get out of here because we got some place to do some robbing. And proceeded to head back towards our place. We had to shimmy down the ropes. Aranis fell into the acid again.
Yeah. Aaron, if for some reason you didn't like the acid, that was like a...
And
Yeah,
that was
imagine
at the
that.
exact moment when Stag no longer was a shambling mound from the first time, passed a healing word to bring you back to life, and then immediately turned into another shambling mound. And then we climbed the top of the rope back up to the room where Astix was, and decided to take a rest. I no longer became a shambling mound, finally, and we're preparing to do the heist. Give Aranis an hour to heal up and recover, and that's what I got. That's where we are.
We did a short rest.
At the end, we're gonna take a short rest before this. That's where we left off, and then it's at 5 a.m. after we had short rest.
Yeah. So what was the question that you wanted me to...
The potions,
From...
the glitter and the kind and those fun ones before.
What was it?
It was from TikTok. There's one that
That's
someone.
right. Everyone
Yeah.
got. All right, I'll have to read those to you now. So you guys were in Naglin Jr., we'll just call him, his chambers, and you guys got, I think it was about 4 or 5 different types of potions to use. He said, "This is what I can give you." He gave you these magneto helmets that stop people from entering your mind. In particular, in this Striad, as the Ceramorphs and the Mind Flayers occupy almost a little bit more than half the population. They can read your minds. So this sort of helmet, when worn correctly, I guess if you want to call it, gives you immunity to that sort of psychic mind reading. So you'll have that, just like Magneto. The potions are, let me look it up here. Let's see, I think I saved it on. Did I send it to you guys?
Yeah, it was in the group chat.
Yeah, the link with all the potions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a glitter.
Yeah,
If you're taking a short rest and you use hit dice, you can get an extra 7 while Stag plays Getting Jiggy with it.
No.
Yep.
I just see in our thing there's a bunch of
Here, I
mean, I got super trigger happy when I figured out how to easily do. Well, I just get easily trigger happy, period, on our Dungeon Dragons group chat. But when I figured out how to do like clips, I was like, oh yeah. Now, mute your phone, guys. I don't know where it is, but I'll find it. Oh, I'll find it.
It is right here. Oops.
Here we go. All right, so potion 1. Everyone has 1 of each of these. So there's 5 of them. Potion 1 has perpetual politeness. So when you drink this potion, or you give it to someone else, the potion compels the player to be excessively use please and thank you for the next hour. Makes you polite. Elixir of epic eyebrows. Consuming this makes your eyebrows grow bushy and thick. So if you want to be more masculine, Aranis in your stealing, you could use that. Potion of exaggerated exits. Drinking this potion causes the user to exit every room dramatically with a, I guess it's user exit every room with a burst of confetti. So when you drink it, you exit a room, a big flare of confetti, or you guys can come up with your own way of departure, but it's very obvious that you've left the room. And then there's a mystery mime mixture. The potion temporarily transforms the drinker into a mime. They can only interact with the world silently, using exaggerated pantomimes. And then you have Gulp of Glitter, and this gives you the player a glittering look, a shimmering, glittering look. And Naglin told you that this will help you these items will help you in your heist if you get stuck, sort of. And yeah, and that's where we are. So you guys are all at the top of the you're back at the bar in that room that Chris had banged, or rather, I think Essex banged you.
Bald.
Is probably what.
Bald.
Anyway, so what would you guys like to do? Oh, what time is it now? It is
5 a.m. after
Yes.
the short rest.
Can you post that link again in the WhatsApp right now?
Yeah, sure. I'll shoot it over.
Also, is the board loaded up?
Yeah. You know, one day one of our subscribers is going to log on, and I'm just going to have to play with him because there's always an empty spot that's not filled.
I hope so.
Well,
That would
not
be
for
awesome.
long. There's going to be that spot filled shortly.
This is true. This is very, very
And
true.
Ignis,
Yes.
I think your bow's about to be ready. Should probably go
Oh,
pick it up.
are we close? Yeah, let's go get
I
it.
think we're 30 minutes and we can hang out there and then use that as our launching off point.
Sounds good
Do
to
we
me.
need anything else here?
The bar. So you guys are in the room. You're familiar with the room. I guess I won't drop your guys' characters in there just yet. But you guys come out of this tunnel. You had your short rest. There's definitely still 5 a.m. There's a lot less noise going on downstairs, but there's still some drinkers. You can only imagine that there are drinkers down there, and yeah.
Well, after you all.
Yeah,
Essex,
down to go get my bow.
Essex, it's been lovely. Thank you. I hope to see you around.
She gives you you feel like a finger graze your thoughts. That's the best way I can describe it. Like a little presence in your
Ew.
mind.
It's gross.
But you know it's not a finger, it's a tentacle.
It's even worse.
Yeah, it's moist. Anyway,
Oh.
she then goes down into the disappears into the levitates and goes down into the hole, and you see the carpet sort of. She asks you on your way out, can you please put the carpet back to hide the entrance to the tunnel?
We'll do that. All right, let's head out.
All right. As you guys walk down the stairs, is everyone come? Yeah, right. As you guys walk down the stairs, you see that there's a lot. There's a couple people passed out, and there's a couple drows. There's a couple. Well, the drows seem to be more awake in this instance, but there are 18 drows. There are 2 mind flayers, or ceramorphs, rather. They're mostly ceramorphs. And there are 5 dwarfs, and 3 gnomes. And they're all sort of very drunk. That 5 a.m. Should we go home? Should we stay out? Drunken vibe going on in the house. But on your way towards the door, which is where I think you're headed, you can hear some people talking. You can also hear in your mind some of the ceramorphs communicating about the harmony ceremony, asking each other when is it going to begin? How much time do we have until harmony? One of them says about we have about 3.5 hours to sober up before the harmony begins.
Everyone's drunk. Should be fun.
Everyone's
Great.
drunk.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, actually, give me a sec. Let me grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back.
And you see,
I need to get Steam to open, but
I
I can't.
come
Well,
prepared.
Can I? Yeah, I'm. Can I grab my? While everyone's getting a drink, can I just go grab my bow?
Yeah. Wait, you mean? I think everyone in the real world is grabbing. You know what?
No, I know. That's what I
yes.
mean. Like, can I just get that over with while everyone else is doing that?
I'll join you.
yeah.
Stag will tag along.
Okay, so where was that?
That was at the
It was like
what's it?
back right.
All right.
It
So
was the craftsman.
This over here.
Yeah, let me drop your guys in. So I'm gonna drop your guys in outside the bar, just right here. You know what? I'm just gonna drop the group. Boom. Should be good. Okay. So there's Stag. Okay. Yeah, you guys come out to the streets, and there's not a lot of people still in the marketplace. You see, for the most part, the people in the marketplace are not Ceramorphs.
Okay.
For the most part, the population of Strya that's still bustling around are dwarves, gnomes, and these drows. And the drows seem to be more of a servant type.
I don't like that. My people.
In this past. So that's where you are there.
All right. Well, I want to just go grab my bow.
So you're gonna go back into.
It was this building back here.
Okay.
It was the craftsman.
painter.
Yeah. See if anyone.
He also.
Yes. The market gnome, known as.
Oh, I got his name.
Oh, before we go in there on the way,
your headphones breaking in and out.
minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schled?
Oh, that's not that's not Ted Land Lead Marker?
Ted Land Lead Marker. Wow. And I'll have to check. I think I switched books, but you know what, Matt? I think Ted Land Lead Marker is this guy's name. Ted Land
I
Lead
think
Marker
it
is
is.
gonna say, "Oh, gentlemen, how are you?"
This is the first dude we met, right?
Yes, he was the marketeer. Yeah. Hello, it's me, Ted. Ted Lead Marker. How are you? Are you enjoying Strahd so far? We're about 3 hours away from the, give or take, to the Harmony. I hope you guys can join us there. It's one of our annual ceremonies. You don't want to miss that if you're here for it. You might as well stay and enjoy.
When does
thank you very much.
When does everyone normally head over there?
Well, all the Ceramorphs usually go in and change robes, and they set themselves up for the harmony ceremony. It's very private to all. It's one of the things that we celebrate indoors here, usually behind in a chapel. We don't like outsiders, but since you guys have been here for a little bit, and it seems to be that you guys are not really troubling, but I would say during the Harmony, when you see everyone, the gnomes, especially the gnomes and the dwarves, when you see them gather outside the chapel and start entering, that would probably be the way in. That usually happens at about the beginning, so it's about 8:30, 8:35 8:37 to be exact. You could, but my my recommendation would be to dress in robes, because that's what we have to wear. There is sort of a dress code. The vessel, what's the vessel? Vessel colony likes to have us robed. It's a sign of respect. But you can find the robes in the marketplace. I'm sure there's one that can fit you, Madame. And I'm assuming that Ignis is one of the larger. Out of
group,
I'm
huge. Yeah,
tall, yeah.
I'm like 6'9".
We have all shapes and sizes in the market. But anyway, I'm gonna go have a drink and make sure my gnomes from the marketplace are doing us well. Cheerio. Do you guys want to ask him anything before he leaves?
No. I think it gave us all the information we needed.
Now you and I just want to include everyone. Did you and Jake last time have a plan for this heist?
Oh no.
You went through. I thought you guys were like just going over. No, so nothing has come up yet.
I don't remember.
I'm glad we don't have a plan.
So Naglin had told the group that the Blue Skull plays a very important role in the ceremony. It's not really known as to what that role is, but it is. It's under the impression that there's great power and it's a thing of worship, and it's like, I guess it's a what's the term? A relic. So it's like the
artifact.
It's like in the church, you have the body of Christ on the thing. It's like, what's it called? A symbol.
The Eucharist.
Yeah, it's like a symbol in the ceremony. It would be like essentially, the crucifix with Christ on it. That relevance of importance in this church, like an icon, I guess. So that's what he told you, but he doesn't know exactly where or when it's made available. But he also told the group, and this is what I forgot to correct this in the recap, that he is very concerned about the Strezzel colony, the blue mind flares. Now, as you guys came in, you guys noticed way back when, this is about 4 sessions ago, that it's predominantly gray Ceramorphs, but there are blue sprinkled throughout. So he says that the Strezzel colony is up to something, and Essex, I believe, also said that. Anyway, the house of the mill worker, the metal man, the
Declan Orfoot.
Yes, Declan Orfoot is right down the block, and we don't have to move your guys. We can just role play this whole thing. And you know what? I think I actually wrote my.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ!
Huh?
No, fucking Steam was just kept crashing, but it finally stopped crashing.
That's okay. The majority of this is going to be able to be played.
You'll have plenty of time to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you died while you were getting a drink.
You can't kill me that easy.
Okay. So you guys, are you going to go? Are all 4 of you guys going to go into the metal worker?
Yeah.
I definitely am.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
And as we're going in, I'm going to keep an eye out of locks on the door when we go through.
You're gonna keep an eye out on what?
Well, I'm gonna look at them just to see what they are.
What, the locks?
Yeah, see if there's anything crazy or magical or dangerous.
Oh, it's still the metal. The smith is still open. I mean, he's upgrading your stuff. He told you to return. So inside is Declan. and he is here. Here it is. Yeah. Declan is inside, and I have a circle line here that says Essex, with Chris's stag with heart on it. Declan or Foot, the miller, the metal mill. Hello.
Hello, Declan.
Perfect
good
timing.
friend.
Perfect timing, my friends. Almost. We are just my partner is downstairs, just finishing up the final touches of your bow. And if you just wait here, let me see where he is. I don't like to keep my customers waiting. And he yells out. He yells out at the top of his lungs. He says, "Dimly! Dimly Axon! Come upstairs. The customers are waiting. Now I've taught you to do everything." And he turns to you guys. I've taught him everything except for time. It doesn't show up on time. It's not very punctual, this one. But
no, I don't like that.
He means well. Dimly, get up here now. You have some customers waiting. And in walks Dimly. Dimly Axon. Created him on Hero Forge. There you go. Boom.
I want to see this.
Dimly Axon comes in.
Wait, where are we?
Yeah. And he looks pretty good. I just stole him. Dimly says, "Here's your bow," and the bow is like massive.
Cool.
Matt, what colored?
Was the red. Well, we gave him a lot of gems, but the one for the bow was red.
Okay. So this is going to. Would you like for me to roll for it, or do you want to? Would you like to? Would you like to roll for it? Let me see.
I would like to roll for it, but we already discussed.
Yeah, what it would be. What was
what it would be? I obviously did not write that down.
Shield?
No, it wasn't that one. You ran me through all of them, and then I picked. My only note under that says Scarlet Maltese, but that must be a person's name.
I think has nothing to do with.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll have it here.
I just know I wrote
Scarlet
red bow,
Maltese.
6 hours.
Scarlet Maltese. What is that? Yellow. Oh, Scarlet Maltese. All right. Crossbow. Yellow and blue.
What was red?
Out in a movie?
Oh,
it sure was.
Here, I got it. I found it. Crossbow. He gives you this bow back, and it's got a bunch of crystals on it. It's the same bow, same size, but it's got solid. It feels like a solid texture of crystal. He says, Dimly Axon says, "Here you are, sir, or madame. Pardon me. You're so large, and sometimes I call you sir instead of ma'am. My apologies."
That's okay.
And he says, "Here is the your bow. It does require a tuning, which you can start now if you'd like. And the magical bow has magical crystals instead of wood for the limbs. So you'll notice that all the wood has been replaced. And it has 3 charges, and I will send this to you. But for your purpose right now, it regains 1d4 charges daily at dawn. Before making an attack, you can expend 1 charge to add an additional 1d6 force damage onto the attack. Immediately after hitting a creature, you can expend a charge to mark the creature. while marked, you always know where the creature is, so long as they're within 120 feet of you.
Cool. Okay.
That's nice.
That fits with my my guy too. But I turn to our friend and I say, Ducklin, I believe you owe me something else. I paid for 2 items.
What was the other item?
You were meant to make you were meant to make me a portrait.
Oh, a portrait of hold on, painting person. A painting of
I think it was a painting of me and Stag.
No.
It wasn't?
He says what Axton says, Declan, was I supposed to do something? And Declan blushes a little bit and he says, are you sure you requested a portrait?
I'm sure. I know because it's in my notes.
Interesting. Well,
I can even recall the exact conversation. I wanted your portrait of what's his name? Of Magnum's father, and you said no, that was very special to you. And I said, can I get a new portrait? And you said yes, I'll have one ready when you pick up your bow.
Said, Madame, he sort of starts to correct himself a little bit. You see, he's a little bit hesitant. As I said before, you're a little early. Not everything is ready. If you come back in just a little bit, I'll certainly have Axon get this portrait ready of you and your husband. Now, is there anything else anyone wants to purchase before the town goes into the harmony ceremony, and I have to rig everything up for keepsake?
Well, that's okay. Beautiful work. Excellent craftsmanship on this red bow.
Thank you. And he hands out. He gives you he says, now, I always like to give receipts, because I don't want, if something happens to your item and it breaks, or you're not satisfied with it, you bring me back the receipt, and we can do an exchange. But with no receipt, no exchange. You never know who's going to be here. I have a couple other workers, so I will recognize you. But if you come back and there's no receipt, you're better off with the receipt.
Excellent.
Anyway,
I appreciate that attention to detail.
Here is your receipt. He hands it to you, Ignis.
Well, Declan, do you have any rings that I could buy for? And I'll pull out the 9 coins of the town's coinage that I still have, the last of it.
Sure. What kind of ring were you looking for?
Anything pretty or special? Any magical powers, if possible?
Well, we have rings of... yes, we have rings. This ring here, the ring of mind. Some people say that if you were to wear it next to your enemy, it gives you a little insight into his thoughts. And this one, the ring of telepathy, will allow you to read the thoughts of your friends. Both cost 10 schlatlings.
What happened to Renlin?
Oh, Renlins. Matt, you get a cool point. Renlin.
Thank you.
Matt's
on
Renjin.
Renjin. Oh, sorry, it's a J. Yeah, Renjin.
Yeah, Renjin.
3 gold for 1 Renjin.
Yes. It costs you, Matt, you get a cool point. You get 3 cool points for that.
God damn, I'm rolling cool points.
Yeah, you got cool points. See, You get 9 rengen each, sir.
9 rengen each? Okay.
Yes.
I'll pull out the 9 and I don't have enough.
One of them will be the one where it allows you to roll to see if you can get a little bit of insight into your enemy's mind. The other one is a similar thing.
But
it allows
telepathy.
you to communicate.
I'll get the telepathy one. The ring of telepathy.
Okay. Okay, sure. And here's your receipt, sir. He holds out his hand for the rengen.
I'll put the 9 rengen in.
Thanks, sir. And you, my Saramore friend, do you have anything you'd like? Just wink once and I'll know, wink twice for nothing. Or you can just read my mind. Ha 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 ha. And you, sir? And he sort of stares, Aaron, he stares at your equipment. Your in particular your hammer time. Wow, what is that?
Like a simple hammer. It's just designed to look intricate.
The craftsmanship on that, amazing. Well, if I can't do anything for you now, anything else, please enjoy the rest of your time here, and I'll see you maybe at the Harmony. Please return Mrs. Ignis, was it? We will leave your painting on our doorstep underneath the canopy, so as to
excellent. Thank you.
To not get misted on from above.
No.
Would you happen to have any robes?
You can find the robes right outside at the market.
Fantastic.
They're quite cheap.
Thank you.
Jake, did you want to buy anything here?
I already read minds.
Did you want a weapon?
These are all I need.
Tentacles. You tentacle.
Are you wearing your Magneto helmet too?
Everyone's being extra gross today.
No, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm saving my money.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Would you guys like to?
What time is it now?
It is. How much time has passed?
Yeah.
It is.
We left the room at 5 a.m.
So you got to think it was about 15 minutes to get. Not 15 minutes. Probably 10 minutes to get outside, come over, and then you probably spent another 30 minutes, 45 minutes inside that place. So you're at
6.
Yeah, so it's about 6 o'clock. Did you want to plan your? Well, you can go to the market. You guys want to go to the market and get your robes? That would take a little bit of time. So you see your friend as you leave this warehouse. You see your friend trying to. It looks like he's hurrying to try to get everything closed up. Would you like to? Are you almost done here? We're trying to pack up. Would you like to? Blah 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 blah. He's in a rush. It seems to be that there are a few. There aren't very many people still working at the market. As an owner of the place, he probably has let some of the people go to the Harmony to get to with their families and stuff to get changed. And he sees you and he says, "Oh, gentlemen and madame, I have some robes for you if you'd like for the ceremony. I know you're trying to fit in with the crowd here. I hope you come.
Yes.
But you do have to have some robes. Now, do you have any Renjin? We can exchange some for gold.
Well, how much would the robes for the lot of us be?
4 each.
4 Renjen each?
Yes. So for the lot of you, I'll give you a
Be
discount.
12 gold.
I'll give you a discount. 11
11 Renjen.
I got those, my friends. I'll buy the robes.
All right.
I'll also hand over a little vial and say this will help make you the most stylish seller of robes all throughout the land.
What is it?
The Epic Eyebrows vial.
Excellent.
He looks at you and he says, "What is it? Some sort of?"
Oh, it makes your face look gorgeous. I mean, look at me. I have oh.
Bless you. Maybe. Well, maybe I'll use it.
I'll show them the other vials I have, and I'll take the. Actually, no, I won't take that one yet.
Maybe I'll use it during the open the eyes portion of the of Harmony.
It'll be perfect for that. You'll stand out.
Should I take it right before or right after? People are going to notice me.
Right before.
You see, halfway through the ceremony, that's when people are allowed to disrobe and take off their eyes and witness what has become. And during that portion of the ceremony, everyone gets to look around, except for the Ceramorphs. The Ceramorphs are still in tune with the Harmony. But shortly thereafter, they turn around and open their eyes and gaze and see what has become. And I hope they enjoy what they see. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, I will enjoy very much.
He hears your in his head. Yeah. Now there's only I hate to do this to you, but we're packing up now. You've got about 2 hours until they start to start. About two hours. Would you like for me to show you around town? Something to do really quickly, because I don't want to. I have to pack up, but I can.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll look around. Does it look like there are physical buildings that are closed up?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. Like everyone's packing up. Shops are closed.
Yeah. So towards the edge of town, there are. I've just put there's 5 of these houses, but just imagine that there's a large. It's like one of those old English towns where every house is the same, a little square. Or even in Arizona, everything's built the exact same. Or in that show Weeds, where every house is exactly the same. It's like a big little community there with houses where you get the idea that everyone sort of lives. You see Ceramorphs going down into the basement of some houses, so there are some there are people that live on top as well as down, so it's not like the house is one family's, but there are other larger buildings that are boarded up.
I'll drag everyone towards a quiet corner, like behind a wall or something, and say, "You guys ready to do some B&E?"
Let's steal everything.
All right, I'll play a little tune and I'll cast invisibility on all 4 of us, or on all 4 of us.
Wow. Okay, so where are you in this town? Because I have prepared for something like this. I guess you're.
We would have found some, like a little alcove somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere to dip into, and like behind a cart or something, or inside a little tent. That's
okay. So there's right now. I just have one. House next to the mill shop, but let's just say that there are three. Um, Three larger houses that similar size to the mill shop, not as big, not as smoky, that are closed up. One of them is well, why don't you, Aaron, why don't you tell me what it is? Pick a type of a building that would be in a underdark town.
What do you mean? Like, what is it? What it does, or just what it looks
what type
like?
of building? So, like this building that we were just in was a mill shop where people go to trade in their items, get them upgraded, and buy armor and stuff. There's another building which is and you can choose.
Well, I mean, if the other one was selling items, maybe this one is selling like potions or
So you look
yeah,
your
mystical
head,
goods.
You look your head. You peer through. Who's doing the peering? How are you guys going to go about you're invisible.
We're invisible.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
we're just peering.
But it's still a house and it's locked. So you there are windows though that are boarded up and they have those metal gates on them. But the
you were saying describe what the house looks like?
No, what type of house it is? As you said it's a potion shop. So you look in and you see all these vials of things. Give me a who's doing the you know what Rogue, you are doing the peering. Give me a perception check. Give me an investigation check.
All right, investigation.
Yeah.
13. Oh wait, I'm proficient. Hold on. I'm proficient in that. So because of what's my trait?
reliable talent.
Reliable talent. Anything under 10 goes to 10. So 19. So I rolled a 10 and I get +9 on my investigation.
Really? Damn, that's pretty good. So you look around the room, and there are vials of potion everywhere. It looks like there's a bucket that things have been mixed in. There's a little bit of, let's see, above 10 he's neat, below 10 he's not neat. 6. There's liquid everywhere on the floor. Looks like whoever it was that, or he or she was in a hurry to get out of there, but you don't see any, with your 19, you don't see any footprints. This might lead you to believe that this is a Ceramorph's levitate, that there's a Ceramorph. There's no footprints on the ground. No indication of any type of footprint from whoever was in there, especially behind the in the work area. There is a door in the back that is, from what you're looking at. It seems to be, you don't see any lock on
it. If you're invisible with people, can you see them? Can we see each other? This is interesting. I guess
everyone with my mind.
We're holding hands.
Okay.
You got a couple nice big ass grabs.
I would kind of like gesture towards the door to the rest of the group so that we can go through it. So we can at least try to get, and then I would try to pick it, I guess, if it's locked.
Thought he said it wasn't locked.
Yeah, he said it wasn't.
He said we didn't.
The front door is locked, but the back door is not locked. So you want to try to pick the front door?
Oh no, then we're gonna go around the back.
Oh, okay. As you get towards the back, now let me ask you something. Mind flayers and Ceramorphs, when they communicate with each other, is it like talking out loud, or that you have to be there to hear it, right? You can't. Are you going to be walking along the sidewalk and hear someone say something and turn around and there's no one saying something and it's just a Ceramorph talking to another Ceramorph?
I think you have to make connections, right?
Like, they have to know you're there in order for... But then again, like, the vessel colony knows you're there because all the vessel colony saw you. So there was a connection there, but Sprock, give me a... Would this be a medical? Like, to determine the body check? Or arcana, maybe? Or an investigation? I keep doing investigation, but I just don't think it's... Trying to see if you would be able to determine whether or not there was another Ceramorph talking to another Ceramorph in the house, is what I would like to know.
Like, could I make a mind meld with another Ceramorph just because I happen to be in the room?
Right. Do you know it? Yeah.
I think I do. I think I can sense them around. But I can't, like, I don't know. Maybe if I connect and they know I'm here too.
I think you're going to have
to they would have to know.
I think you'll give me a roll, but I just want to make sure it's the right roll. Chris, do you have any input here? Like a roll to see if, like, he is an alpha colony. Actually, no, he's a Shrezel colony.
Well, would you be sensing...
Ask the streamers, the viewers, what they say.
Should I ask
let's throw it to a poll.
Plant Gaming that I'm talking to, should I ask him? Hey, Ceramorph conversation can be heard by other Ceramorphs? Question mark. If he gets back to us, that's an instant +2 onto your roll here. Let's see. Let's see. Give me a species? Arcana, I guess? Great, Chris? You know,
yeah, Jake, for Mind Flayers? Yeah.
Hey, he said yes. Plant Gaming. Plant Gaming said yes. So you get a +2 on that.
Then 26.
Wow. So you know that there are 2 Mind Flayers in the upstairs, somewhere close by. They're not Mind Flayers, but they're Ceramorphs maybe, communicating. And they are saying something like, let's not be late to this one. I heard that they have gathered 2 gnomes and... Wow, that's too big. 19... Oh, that's fucking huge. 19 dwarves. 19 drow. And 6 dwarfs for tonight's ceremony. They're really giving it a... the community is really accepting us, so we must look sharp. Where's your headgear? They say. And then, just as you're perceiving this so well, you start to feel like they are returning the reed.
Okay.
And they... with a 14, they are now in your mind, Jake.
Great.
Yeah.
If they're in my mind, does that mean that I can hear anything?
Well, they know you're outside. They know you're there. Oh, another Ceramorph. This one seems to be a little shaky, but because you are a Shrezel colony, they say there's sort of like a not, yeah, I guess racist sort of. They're fearful. You're the Shrezel colony. There's a Shrezel colony outside, and wow, another 19. They have 3 other invisible friends with them. So, what are you guys planning on doing here? The Ceramorphs were able to read back and read into Jake's mind and see and count the number of people that you are, and they know that you guys are invisible. You guys do have, I don't want to say it, but you guys have stuff that you could use to not
be saved.
How do you do?
We probably should have put our helmets on before this.
What's the X-Men theme?
The X-Men theme? I don't know.
What an awesome show. That was sick. All right, everyone gets a cool point. That was cool. I'm going to take my cool point right now. 1 cool point for DM. I'm going to use that later. All right, cool. Right,
wait,
so they know you guys
I like
outside.
But they can't read my thoughts next, even though they know I'm there, right? They can't just read into my brain.
They know that Jake is coming, or Sprock is coming to the house with 3 other friends who are all invisible.
But he can't read what I'm saying. He can't hear me.
He doesn't know.
Right. Okay. So I turned to everyone and I'm like, all right, well, since this is the beginning of our thieving night and we've already been caught, I think we need to go murder these guys very quickly.
I don't know if I want to. Hold on 1 second. I do actually think that there is a space. I think that the Ceramorphs their telepathy is a ranged thing. I don't think it's a. I think it's a ranged thing.
This is Valley. Valley sacrificed himself because he only rolled low. Don't be a Valley. Roll high and subscribe.
But I'll do, you know what I'll do? I'll do a perception check for them with disadvantage because they don't. That's a 3, so they don't know. They know that that Jake has 3 friends with him, but they can't read your guys' minds.
I say we go kill these guys super fast before anything else happens.
Wow.
I mean, we haven't even started robbing anyone, and 2 people already know there's 4 of us being creepy. I'm just saying. I mean, I'll leave it up to a vote, obviously, but... And I say this to everyone but Jake.
I'll follow you.
And I don't know. I try and indicate to Jake in some way that I'm intentionally not telling him things so they can't see what's coming next.
Can I break this connection?
Good question.
Once a Ceramorph has created a connection with you, can you break it? I think that you have to. I think once I think it's a ranged thing. Once you're in there.
All right, we're doing this.
I mean, I would say they know where Jake is, so we send him around front. and then we all burst in and just murder them. I mean, how tough could these guys be?
You guys are putting on your helmets. Or you're just going in there and just.
My helmet's on.
Well, I mean, obviously, helmet's on at this point.
All right, helmet on. Now these are like old helmets. So Matt, you got to give me a you got to give me an Arcana.
Well, I'm going to enter
for activation.
Okay.
It'll be a 10.
Okay, 18.
The basic 10. Oh,
So I'm going in. We're invisible. I'm going into stealthy mode. I'm tapping Aranis. I'm like, let's go do some rogue shit and sneak in and murder these guys before they know we're even in there.
I'm like, all right, we have to do it quickly because if we make too much noise, then this whole night is ruined.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak up behind them and murder them from behind.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So
obviously, they'll go in through the back door since it's open already, and just start looking for them stealthily.
Stealthily.
I'll hang out next to Brock.
Yeah, you guys stay out here.
Sure, we'll stay out here.
We'll call you if we need you.
You're invisible, and they can't read your mind. You're going to see this Ceramorph gnome come downstairs. An older-looking gnome. Matt, you see him come down the steps. Give me a roll of a d20 real quick.
Just a d20?
Yeah.
14.
14?
Yeah.
He yells out in his mind, and I guess you can't hear it, but yeah, you won't be able to hear the name of the person, but he comes downstairs and he looks like he's communicating upstairs, looking upstairs to another person, and the old mind flayer comes downstairs and is looking around, and he starts to walk a little towards you, but he doesn't know you're there because you're invisible.
Right. I mean, I'm in super stealth mode, and me and Aranis are next to each other at this point. I'm gonna tap him and just like give him a "I'm going up" move. I'll draw an arrow up on his chest since we're invisible, and I don't know any other way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna sneak around this guy down here and go find his friend upstairs.
And I'm gonna sneak around behind the gnome.
All right, both of you are gonna give me stealth checks.
Get advantage from being invisible.
Yes.
31.
32.
All right, so you guys. So Matt, you sneak around this older guy, and you head upstairs flawlessly. Aaron, you pass as well. What are you doing? You're just following this guy?
Well,
he seems to be making his way towards, looking around the room.
Is he leaving the room, or is he leaving?
It's like one large room. He seems to be making his way towards a desk.
Okay, I'm gonna stealthily stay behind him, following him to the desk.
While
Matt's going upstairs.
Matt, we're gonna cut to you.
Okay.
You're upstairs. You see.
Do I see this guy?
It looks like a normal house. There are 3 doors that are 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 doors that are closed, and which one are you opening? I've numbered them.
There's no one visible?
You're invisible.
No, I know, but there's no one in the part of the room I'm in. All right, I'll just go.
To the top of the stairs. There's a door on your left, a door in front of you. Door number 1 is on the left. Door number 2 is in front of you, and door number 3 is on the right.
I'll just start with door number 1 because why not? I'll just try and quietly open it.
You hear a and Sarah Morph sort of jumps, half robed, half not robed.
Okay, but he
Sarah,
knows something's up. The door just opened.
That Sarah Morph is going to think and rolls a 3 and can't see you stealthily.
Okay,
doesn't make
so I'm gonna let. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, I'm gonna fire 2 arrows into his head.
Okay.
I mean, from like the cover of darkness.
Range.
Yeah, I mean, just like the.
Roll your.
Wait, also remember, I took a level of rogue, so I'm sneak attacking also on top of this.
Advantage attack. It's a Sarah Morph. No.
I mean, like I want to, like I'm going for an assassination here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, wait, hold on. So we got 124 and 125.
That hits.
Okay,
so both hit.
So we got 10, 12.
Matt the murder hobo.
Okay, so 24 damage.
That just describe your kill.
I mean, it doesn't. But he never even knew what happened. The door opened. He freaked out, and then he was dead. Yeah. I assassinated him. It was very cold blooded. This guy didn't do anything other than find out we were there.
Aaron, let's cut to you real quick. You're staring at this guy. He's fidgeting with the desk, and he hears a flop upstairs. And he's gonna say, 18. Intruders. And but he can't see.
Cut him down. As soon as I see him look up, I cut. As soon as I hear the thump, I cut.
Roll your.
Pull it out of the sheath. One move.
Advantage on the attack.
That's sneak attack damage. You know that. You know what that is.
And as soon as you guys attack, you become visible.
Yeah. 19.
With a 19, that hits. That's damage.
And then 7 and 23, 30.
Describe your kill.
I see. He stands. He looks up. I see the tentacles wave, pull out, draw the sword, and cut his head straight off. Just
nice. As he falls down to the ground, some keys drop out from his hands.
Nice.
We're gonna cut over to Matt. Matt, you're upstairs. Guys, guys outside. We're gonna. We're coming. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just sitting? Waiting?
Well, I go downstairs to tell Aaron that.
There's two other.
Go get the other guy.
2 other doors upstairs.
No, I know we're gonna get to that. I'm just saying, go get the other guys so we can search this house.
I'm picking up.
We did good murder.
I'm picking up the keys as Ignis walks down the stairs, and I'm ruffling through them and looking at the desk around where the dude was looking. I was like, "What? Oh, all right, yeah. I will go."
Yeah, I just think we just split up and search the house.
So yeah, I'll just cautiously walk outside, and then I'll just kind of do a hand signal from around the side because I know they're still invisible. So I just kind of do a hand signal to let them know that it's okay to come.
Right.
And
I'll head inside.
Come back inside.
Okay, you get inside. There is a beheaded Sarah Morph on the floor, bleeding out all over his floor.
Trying to use the keys at the desk.
You put the key unlocks a drawer in the desk. When you unlock it, there seems to be some papers. There are some papers that have the word Moses written all over them. Familiar, but they don't that propaganda Moses flyers that you had during the Kraken exchange from the Kraken priest, Jake, that you got, and also that you found in the upper dark towards the Moses statue. that you guys found. It looks very similar to that, but because you guys are back in time, it's a lot newer. It almost looks as if, and you see some other items in the drawer. This guy was actually creating these flyers. There's also, and you're going to have to roll me, a random item. But I want to cut to the other guys that are going upstairs first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm searching. I as soon as I signal to him, I'm opening the other doors and searching.
All right, door. Which one? 2 or 3?
Well, 2 first. I was already in 1, so I guess I search 1 first.
You open up, and it seems to be some sort of. It looks like. Give me a Arcana check. No, give me a nature check.
23.
Definitely seems to be a bathroom. Made for Ceramorphs, so it's there aren't as many drains. There seems to be one drain in the middle of the floor. There's no shower head or anything like that. There's no buckets anywhere. But there just seems to be a drain. No sink. There's a curtain. There's a couple curtains. That's all that's in that room.
Okay. Well, I go to room 3.
No, there's 3. You feel bad. You open up 3, and it's a kid's room, and there is a baby Ceramorph sleeping, and listen, murder hobo's gotta get it, Chris. This is the only way. This is the way.
Wait, hold on.
No, okay. There's no baby sleeping in the room.
No, it's okay. We were about to have a baby Ceramorph in our possession. I was excited for that.
Okay. Brock is going to be a daddy.
There's a baby Ceramorph.
Strap him in a little backpack.
Let's see.
Throw him in a backpack.
Let's not let the dice tell. Dice don't lie. Dice don't lie. I don't want to do this if you guys don't feel comfortable doing it. But it's a 2. Yeah, there's definitely a baby Ceramorph in there.
All right, I'm the only one in the room, right?
It's asleep. And just remember that Jake, Sprock, that baby Ceramorphs aren't babies to their parents. They're babies to the elders. So they'll know that those guys died, and they'll come and get the baby. So the baby's not left alone. But you just guys,
do I know?
In all intents and purposes, you just murdered that kid's parents, and they're stealing from the dad. Go ahead. Role play.
All right. Should we steal this? I don't know. I thought we were going to take this baby with us.
Maybe change the narrative.
Role play, you sick fuck. So what are you doing? You're stealing the baby now? You're going to take the baby with you on the heist?
Well, I'm not going to leave it.
Oh, I love this. Okay, all right.
I take out my backpack and I put the baby in it.
Give me a sleight of hand. Does baby wake up? Baby wakes up, you're fucked because the baby can read minds.
It's only a 9.
But you're wearing your helmet.
Oh, I'm wearing my helmet. Yeah.
Baby gets. You know what? You'll get advantage on the wake up because it is a baby. They're.
Oh, okay. 24.
Baby knows baby woke up in your hands. Baby scared you because it's awake. Its eyes did open. It has perceived something, and it went back to sleep. And that means that's how long you have to get out of that situation. Jake, are you with them when baby woke up?
No, I'm in the room by myself.
Yeah. We're just now coming in the door.
Okay. Aaron, let's do your magic trick. You got a random item. I want to get this random item. Random magic item table. Let's just do it on a random search. Here. Roll me a d20, sir.
All right, let's do it. 10.
Actually, roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me a 1d5. Let's see if it's a common, uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary.
D5.
So roll 20 divided by 4, I guess.
2.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2. You see in there, this is weird, in this small drawer that you opened, there is a powerful splint armor.
Splint armor?
Splint armor.
Okay. What?
Your
In the
strength
drawer?
ability score when worn.
How big is it? Is it for my thumb?
I don't know. I guess in pieces. You're a small dude. Your strength ability score is increased by 3+. Magic armor when worn.
Splint armor. I'm looking it up.
The
I guess
fuck?
there's mithril splint. But this is all heavy armor. I can't use heavy armor. What am I gonna do with this?
You can't use it. You found armor you can't use.
I mean,
That's
I can't
a
even
big drawer.
carry it. It's so
you
fucking
open
heavy.
you open the drawer and like it shows that there's a hidden drawer underneath with a massive chamber of just this massive armor. But you know who can use large armor?
No.
Drake. He's not here though. Sorry, but that was
Wait,
funny.
what's it called again? I just want to put it in here real quick.
Powerful splint armor. I'm gonna save this. Text it to you right now. Okay, so what would you guys like to do? You guys just murdered a whole family of innocent kids.
I want to check.
Excuse me, not a whole family. I have the baby. We didn't. It's not an entire. We didn't murder the whole.
It's like our Togepi. It's like our mascot now. It's just Togepi. Are there any other keyholes that these keys like fit into?
No, that was it. That's the main thing. There are.
Let's go to another house. Let's keep robbing.
Okay, so I would say that took probably. How long did it take you guys to kill a parent?
Those two? Oh man, that happened within like
1 minute.
And that was probably like 2 minutes.
That was real professional shit that happened.
Search the house, sneak in gingerly. Jake had some things he was doing. Stag, would you like to search the house?
No, I figured the other two
Disgusting
visible people are good.
Disgusting animals.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll console Sprock and help him with the baby.
I would say that whole thing probably took about 45 minutes to an hour? 1 hour? To go inside, to come up with a plan, to go inside, kill people. I know you're invisible, but
I think that was like a 20-minute process right there. Maybe the searching took like 20 minutes, so maybe like 45 minutes with all the searching.
All right, so it is now 6:45. No, it's now 6:45. Okay, there's another house next door, and Chris, what is Chris, what is this house?
This building?
That was the potion house where people come and the whole village comes and loves this family and their kids to buy potions, and it's a nice family pop shop. Now everyone's dead inside. What's the next house?
Next to that is a bakery, and it's a multi-level baking operation where they have a kiln on the bottom and they do pottery, and then above it they have for breads and other mushroom foods and whatever else normal people eat.
They cook on the bottom. The top, above that is where you enter and they sell, and above that is like another layer of.
You have like a basement and then a main layer, and then where they sell all the breads and other products and stuff, and then they live above it.
You peer
Family
in.
of gnomes.
Give me an investigation check as you're looking through that window. Yeah, this is a gnome house.
Yep. It's 17.
You see inside. There are some interesting looking breads. There are some really interesting looking breads. These things are huge. They are enormous. There's some that are this like massive and they have big loaf, but it's like they're nothing you've ever seen before. You usually think of a bread like long and thin. These are short and fat. Very airy looking, delicious. You see that
I'll think to the group, we're never gonna have to pay for food again. This is amazing.
Yeah, you see there are some labels on the bread, and would your character be familiar with like in Lord of the Rings, like they give them the bread of whatever where they eat it in it.
Not of the Underdark.
Not of the Underdark, but would Stag
would know of
that type of thing.
Yeah.
So he would know that there are certain mystical breads. So he sees that there are a variety of different breads.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems. Do you know Gnomish? No.
No.
Who speaks Gnomish?
I don't think
I don't think anyone does.
Okay. So you see a bunch of different breads.
Are there people inside?
No. With your roll, you don't. The place seems to be dormant.
I'll tell
your helmet's on, right? Or your helmet's off?
Helmet is on because it was.
No, we all put helmets on.
Sprock's helmet's on, which doesn't allow him to communicate out. So he can't communicate to anyone.
I'll just be holding his hand.
Okay, with the baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's bread inside.
I'll signal the rogues. There's some good stuff in there. Please don't kill anyone.
The door is locked. Would you guys like to try to pick it?
I'll pick it.
Give me a sleight of hand. With your... I think you get a bonus, right?
Dirty 20, baby.
It unlocks almost as soon as you touch it. You're so good at it. It's like... And Ignis is so unbelievably impressed by that. She goes like this to you. Wow. And you get a cool.
I don't do that. I don't do that at all. You can't do that. You can't claim that for me.
Okay,
where you going? That's not what happened.
Aaron, you get a cool point.
I will admit I wasn't.
I'll take the cool point.
There's no way I would. There's no way I would ever admit it.
But you'll meet eyes.
That's fine. We shared a moment with our excellent assassinations.
Stag,
now I feel like we have a thing going.
Stag, I'm going to introduce a little bit of group trauma. Stag, give me a perception check.
That's a 23.
Stag, you see Aranis do this crazy trick at the door to unlock, and you see him make eye contact with Ignis, and Ignis is sort of like being tough about it, but like not acknowledging, but acknowledging it, and you see that, and you read right through it, and you know what's happening, and you're a little bit...
Well, I mean, he'll see that. He'll see that and be like, let them enjoy their time, and then they'll have some quell ball, and their whole life will change.
And you think about that whole thing happened while you're carrying this baby. Yep. All right, so go ahead. The door's open. Aranis, door opens in front of
you. I look around the room before I walk in.
There's nothing. It seems to be that this is a passive perception. This is a gnome's house. There are portraits hung up. of great. It looks like a gnome chef. It's not the Underdark wouldn't have like the white chef with the hood. It'll just have like brown leather cooks. But there are 5 different types of loaves of bread on the countertop.
Okay. Well, I'll look at the guys and I'll be like, we should probably figure out what these are before anyone tries to eat them. Don't just try to eat them.
What? They look delicious.
I'm gonna start looking around the room and kind of like moving things to see if there are any panels or I don't know, anything under the paintings or anything like that.
There's an open stairway downstairs. If you guys would like to go down there, this is just a normal a shop
house,
essentially. Yeah, it just has. There's nothing particularly great in it, but it just has these. There's a large bread, there's a small bread, there's a hard bread, there's a soft bread, and then there's a wet bread.
Wet bread.
Yeah,
this is gross. Everyone's being gross tonight. Why is it here to be so gross about the bread?
That's an Italian thing. The wet bread dessert that you guys always get. It's disgusting.
You made that up. I've never seen that.
Matt,
I don't want to hear any more conversation about people eating
I'm gonna have dinner with you next week. I'm gonna get you some wet bread, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, this was good."
No, when you describe it as something I want to eat, it does sound good. I won't.
I didn't describe it as anything. I just said, "Damn, it's good." Go ahead.
Some bread pudding.
Yeah, see, wet bread.
Oh, it's delicious.
That's fair.
So I'll get one of each of the bread.
Yeah, are they in slices or loaves?
Their quantities are huge. You can take them. Does everyone want a piece?
I'll take a piece of all of them.
I'll take a piece of
small, hard, soft, and wet. Everyone gets.
Does the wet bread look really good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start eating it.
You know what? Let me roll for how good it looks. Really good, Chris.
I'm gonna start. I'll get one of each of them.
Let's look for some paperwork, anything to just know what this is.
Roll me.
That looks amazing. I'm hungry.
Magic.
Give me some wet bread.
Wow.
Some wet bread. All right, I'll just wait to see what happens.
I'm an hour and a half removed from being Shambling Mound.
Wow.
He turned into a gelatinous cube.
Okay. This is gonna be. Hold on. Your eyes roll to the back of your head, and you have a sudden vision. Roll me a D20. No, sorry, a D10.
Okay. D10. A 5.
A purple dragon shows his face and he says, "I know where you are in time. I have been waiting in all cylinders of time for you. Come to the Nightmare Realm. I will find you there." And then a bright and painful light blinds you as you are trying to take in all of this surroundings, this purple dragon. You're essentially in everything went black, and all of a sudden a dragon's head just popped up in front of your face out of nowhere. And the dragon disappears, and you're in a small, doorless room. And the sound of reverberating laughter gets louder and louder and louder until your ears and your eyes begin to bleed. And then you awaken, and give me a passive perception. You don't have to do anything. Your eyes and your ears are bleeding, And you're going to have 7. It's less than 10. You're going to have a fear of dragon for the next 3 days.
Oh. I'm clutching onto tranquility.
Does anyone else want to try bread?
Wait. No.
Don't eat the wet bread.
No.
It's delicious, but
Put the
It
bread
was
away
really
for
good.
later.
And it was really good. Chris, what did it taste like? It was, though. It was very, very good.
You started to chew the raisins, and then you're like, God damn, why they put raisins in it? But then as soon as they opened up as the most varied kaleidoscope of flavors you could ever imagine, and then it turned into a dragon face.
Does anyone else want to try bread? Take the breads and go. You guys have
Take them all to go.
I think we're at one go.
All right, so everyone has a. Chris, are you taking more of the wet bread?
No, I'm gonna leave the wet bread.
All right, so everyone is taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of bread. That's good for me. I like to have homework. Unless you eat them all right now, like Chris. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna eat them all. I hope my heart doesn't explode. And you've spent another 40 minutes, 45 minutes in there. So it's now 7. It's now 7:30. Yeah. And you start to hear these dings, ding, dings, the bells ringing at the large as you exit this next complex. You start to see villagers are. Well, 2 of you are still invisible, right?
Yes.
So who would be leading? And one of you has a baby.
That's me.
So are you going to bring the baby with you?
Yeah, he's ours now.
Wow. Okay. Well,
does Naglin's or Declan's building look like it's locked up?
Naglin's building is way too far.
Declan's the artist who
It does.
upgraded the armor.
It does.
Okay. I'll turn and whisper to Ignis. I saw where Declan's secret storage was if you want to take his stuff.
Yeah, let's go, because I want that painting.
Well, let's go now, because the rest of these buildings, unless the other one's a hidden jewel, a unprotected bank filled with gold and diamonds and rubies, then we should get there.
You guys are essentially like the whole town is walking towards this church or synagogue, essentially.
Wait, Stag, can you make us invisible again?
I was just about to ask, Stag, can you make us invisible again?
The 2 of you are invisible.
I can't without. I can make 3 of us invisible, but not.
Well, I have the baby, so I feel like I should get to be invisible.
Well, you guys don't have enough
just
time
for safety.
You don't have enough time for
what?
For a rest, I don't think. You have enough.
No.
You almost have enough time for a short rest.
All right. So, Jesus Christ, Stag, fucking, you make you and the other 2 invisible. I'll make myself invisible.
But we have a baby too, so we have 5.
No, make the baby invisible. I'm also very stealthy. I'll be stealthy. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I'll make Sprock, Stag, and the baby So 3 people.
No, Sprock is still invisible.
No, it's my concentration.
Oh,
So as soon as I cast it again, it drops. I have to recast everything.
Well, wait. What'd you cast before to break it in the first place?
Well, no,
As soon as you attack,
we break it.
It's concentration.
Right.
It's so if I recast invisibility, it's another concentration spell.
Right.
So,
I get what
So it breaks the first concentration.
Yeah.
But you guys,
gotcha.
you and Sprock are still invisible, right?
Right.
Yeah, but that ends the second he does anything different.
Right.
If I cast the spell, it ends.
Do you need to cast invisibility on the baby? Can we not just like...
No, but it's not just the baby. It would be one of us and the baby if he recast it.
I can just cast invisibility on myself. Let him keep his slot.
Can you cast it on the baby?
I don't...
yeah, you can cast it on the baby.
Touch. Oh, I can also cast it on the baby.
Yeah, cast it on the baby.
You're stealthy. Just cast it on the baby.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you
also
just
stealthy.
So I'll walk over and I'll just touch it like my thumb.
Hide it in your
That's on the
invisible
head.
robe that because invisibility affects your clothing, right?
I do have the invisibility cloak.
I mean,
you
will pry this baby off my cold dead hands.
Alive for killing this kid. I'm telling you right now, someone's gonna die.
All right.
This is my.
Wait.
There's
actually. Hold on. I do have the cloak of stationary invisibility. If he wraps.
Let me just explain something to you guys before we continue. Since I killed this poor Ceramorph's parents, he is now my responsibility, and I will not let him out of my grasp unless I am dead.
Can we have a group roll for how much we want this kid to? Let's see. Let's have a group roll. Everyone roll group 20. Roll 1 to 1 a 20 here, and we're gonna say whose kid is it really? And
it's mine. I took it.
I wouldn't argue that.
We're gonna be persuasion here.
I don't think you guys are understanding.
Matt, roll me perception. Persuasion. I'm sorry. Roll me
persuasion. Okay. Yeah. No, it's only a 12.
All right, now tell the group with a 12. 12 persuasion about how this kid is yours. But remember, it's a 12 though.
You guys, okay? So as I turn to the group,
right,
I draw my bow, and I start to pull back all of the arrows that I can at once, and I look at them and I say, "I murdered this kid's parents. I am now his caretaker, and you will all help me." And I look at both Stag, and I give him fluttery eyes. I give him a little fluttery eyes. I know what he's been after this whole time, and I use it to my advantage for the first time, mind you. And I look at him, and then I look at Sprock, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, you're a Ceramorph. This guy's a Ceramorph. We can do this. But also, if you approach me to remove this Ceramorph from my arms, I will kill you all." And then I stand guard.
This is what happens when you're a murder hobo. First and foremost,
our invisibility would have dropped during that time.
Chris,
while we're at the bakery.
Give me a yeah, it would have definitely. Give me a quick actually, Ignis, give me performance real quick. Performance check, that charisma. That's for Ignis, not.
No, only a 3. But so this is not performance.
The fluttering eyes effect to Chris didn't land.
Even with the 3, I feel like a 1 should land with Chris.
Stag just had the experience of his life with a.
It's true. Fighter. It's bad timing.
It's bad timing. All right, so
it's because I was jealous.
So the crowd people are walking away towards the ceremony. You guys are walking in opposite directions, and your boy what the hell was his name? Declan Orfoot sees you. Gentlemen, you look good in your robes. He puts his fingers in the air. See you at the Harmony. Be well. Very, 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 very kind, very generous. In the way he sounds, in the way he is. Now you're gonna go rob his store. Go ahead.
Well, maybe. I mean, he did give us a lot of stuff.
Or there's more stuff in
No,
there.
we're robbing him.
Oh yeah, okay.
Come on, get it together. You think just because we stole a baby, we're not going to do any robbing? Get out of here.
Let me
We're
change the
gonna teach the
perspective
child if we don't steal.
We have to support it too, right?
Wow, this thing lets me go inside of it. That's crazy.
The phrasing.
That's insane. Go ahead, give me a. We're gonna have to go in here. Do you see this thing? Go ahead and give me. The doors are locked. You parent murderers are outside.
Patricide.
What would you guys like to do? Pick the locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to rob.
Like what?
Who's our best lockpicker? Aranis?
Yeah.
So it'd be me. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
I'll whisper a little word into Aranis's ear before he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your picks on the floor. Gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. You get a bardic inspiration.
Nice. I'm gonna definitely use it on this roll. It's what, 1d8?
It's a D8, and you get to roll 2 and pick the higher one.
Sprock, are you gonna follow the guys inside?
Nice. 8. So I rolled a 9 on the hand pick and then plus 8, so 17.
The door opens.
Boom.
You look around the room, Chris. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I don't think I am. The room seems to be exactly the way you had it. You had all those photos of the what looked like to be the universe photos and space photos that he didn't really understand. You see on a desk that the plans that you had given him are sprawled out. Actually, no, they're rolled up in the corner, but you recognize those to be the plans. And you also see to the right a little door, a little hatch.
Yeah.
I'll
on the
point
before now that we're inside, I immediately go to steal his prize painting. Right away, before I do anything else.
Well,
separate from the group.
Was the painting outside when we came in?
No, it's the only one that's not dusty in the building. All the other ones are dusty, and this one is clean, and I am stealing it.
Well, I was saying, was your new one outside?
Oh, yeah, true. Was it? It should have been. Oh, interesting. Then I'm definitely stealing his prize painting. Fuck this guy. So I do it Thomas Crown style, where I take a knife and I cut all around the edge of the frame, and then I roll it up and put it in my pack. And I pat the Ceramorph baby on the head, and I say, "See, this is how we steal a painting." And I let him know I'm starting to teach him.
Right. As you take his, don't be a guilty murder hobo. Just be a murder hobo. Give me
this is better.
No, I don't know. I like to see you grovel. Give me a random spell scroll. First, you're gonna roll me a d10.
D10. 9.
This is a level 8 spell scroll.
Okay. That seems good.
That comes out of the painting as you cut it. Roll me a d20.
16.
Anti-magic field. I think you had one of those anti-magic fields before.
Maybe
back
someone
when you
else. I
were
don't think I
in
ever had one.
No, one of your other characters had it. It's like
I'm not sure I ever got to use it. They all died so quickly.
Wait, who did you have when we were underneath in the ground? Remember? Yeah, you've had like 8 characters. This is what happens in Murder Hobos. They die. You remember you had like the anti thing and Lone Star punched in the face? I forgot. Anyway.
That was
I don't think that was me.
Write that down.
That was Malrin?
You have a 8th.
I wrote it down.
8th level.
8th level anti-magic field.
Anti-magic field scroll popped out. What else are you guys doing in this house?
Declan, there should be a trap door over on the right.
Is.
I'll point that out to Aranis and say, go check that out.
There are 2 locks on it.
I'll continue whispering into his ear and give you guidance.
Nice.
That's a D4.
Cool. I'm gonna go check out the locks over here.
Give me yeah, okay. You see that there are 2 locks.
So you want me to just roll 2 sleight of hands?
Yeah. Well, are you doing one or are you doing both at the same time?
I'm gonna do one, and I'm gonna have Mage Hand do the other one at the same. So I'm doing them both at the same time.
Damn, son! All right, give me a cool point.
Nice.
Oh my god! So I rolled an 18, and then I rolled a 6, but it was a nat 1.
The lock, sort of your equipment jams into the lock, and the lock breaks, but one of them is unlocked.
This is Crosby. Crosby failed a deck save, causing him to get smashed by a giant alchemist in the Shadowhide realm. Don't be a Crosby. Roll high and subscribe.
I look at my mage and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just go away. And I use another pick to unlock the last lock, the second lock.
Give me a roll for that.
I'll give you some more guidance. I'll continue whispering. What up, Aranis? So glad you're here. It's Stag with the flow back in your ear. This ain't a fantastic robbery, but I'm on a mission to get Ignis's attention.
I rolled the D4, so I got 2. So I have 11.
Okay. That opens it up. That breaks it open. Now, It opens up, and you come downstairs, and you see this painting of Ignis. The way they do Underdark paintings, by the way, is that they paint a full nude painting of everyone, then they paint the clothing on the person. So you have a full nude, perfectly representative painting of Ignis, fully nude. There is no... it's like spot on. And then there's an outline of Stag. Actually, Stag is standing there fully clothed and with his same thing he was wearing in the shop. As you enter in, you guys are going to be able to pick which type of either armor, armor, shield, weapon. You're going to be able to pick what you want to get here, and then you're going to roll for on a random table as to what item it is.
Okay.
This is going to take a little bit of time. So, do you?
Are we all downstairs?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. I'm taking that painting. It's my painting.
Beautiful, just the way it is. I think it's perfect.
I don't disagree.
Jake, do you want
I think
a
it's
specific
nice.
type of item or cloth or something? Do you want like an upgrade, like a I mean, I know you have your bow. Do you want?
I also have like a long sword, dagger.
All right.
As a cloth can protect my tentacles.
No, but give me a D. Give me a D. Give me a roll of a D20 on a just a random roll on a above a 10. You'll have a magic item. On a below 10, you'll have just a plus something.
Oh,
All right. You find yourself. What did you want? A spear.
yeah, sure, a spear.
All right, you get a +1 spear. Matt, you're up.
What were my options besides weapon?
Roll 1d20. You can get like an armor, anything you want. It's up to you.
Anything?
You guys are you're doing the world building.
Okay, fair enough. I'd like a.
You guys just.
I'd like to look for some sort of grappling device, an advanced scaling device.
So you want like a Batman?
Yeah, shit. Fuck yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's old. But it's like 100 years ago. So what would that look like?
Yeah, but this guy's good. He's good. He made the crystal bow. Like I want, like we know he can do shit.
Okay.
I just want one that like hangs true. Just like a very good version of what would exist back then, like the best version possible.
You could have a big chunk of crystal on the end of a rope that it attaches and grows more crystal when it hits.
Yeah. See, there's Chris. Exactly.
So you see in the corner of the room, there's this device. There's a belt, and on the belt there's this chain. The chain's made out of crystal, and the chain attaches to a gun, and it looks like you can shoot it with a grappling hook, a metal grappling hook, but the chain is made out of crystal. And it's attached, and you can slip and slide.
I don't even need a gun. I just need something I can throw. That's good, but just like a good grappling hook.
It has a plus. You have to roll a 14 plus for it to hit. With your normal, bow attack.
But it's like but it's an automatic stick if I get it.
Yeah. So let's just say it's like a, it's a bow. You have bows that attach to your belt that you shoot,
gotcha.
and it creates you can swing. How's
that? That works. Yeah,
but
I love it.
But the ropes are, the ropes have 14 hit points.
Okay.
So
I'm writing this all down, so I got you. Yeah.
So if a monster were to come up and you were hanging there and try to cut it, it would have to hit it at least, like unless it was a big monster, like 1 or 2 times to break the rope. Chris, what do you want?
I'd be looking for some goggles, maybe.
No one wants anything
goggles of the night.
The stealth goggles of the night. All right, let's go, baby. Are they plus 10 or minus 10? Goggles of the night, baby.
That's a 12.
Oh, they're magical. All right. Okay.
Well, I figure he's a tinkerer, has all these things, some crystals, maybe something to help me see in the dark.
I'm going to look up goggles. You know what, Chris? There are no goggles here, so let's just go. Aaron, you know what you want?
I mean,
anything elvish.
Yeah, I mean, can I see if anything? Can I tell if anything has any like elvish script or design to it?
Chris, your goggles are goggles of the night that give you dark vision.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
Well, what would you like to have? What sort of would you like to have? Armor? Would you like to have Or do you want to let it up to chance with one of these rolls that I have?
Yeah, roll.
Oh shit! Okay.
Roll.
First off, roll me a 1d20. See if it's magical or like a nice item.
19.
I knew it. Like, prove it.
It's on the board. It's on the board, baby.
Just kidding. All right. Random magic item. I hope it's like a tank that you don't know how to drive.
Please make it a tank.
Yeah. This is well, you guys did fight Solid Snake.
Solid Snake,
yeah. So random magic items. D20.
A pack of cigarettes that never end. Marlboros that
oh my god
refill.
It's the only thing I would trade the baby for.
All right, give me a roll of you know what? You find this magic pack of cigarettes, but these cigarettes, there are 20 of them. They're all gonna have random. It says on the front of it. It says written in Goblin. It says smoke them if you got them. In Goblin, but it has a goblin winking on it. And these are from your investigation check, which you're going to roll me right now.
Damn, I didn't know I could ask for cigarettes. I don't know. It's what I would have asked for.
Whatever you wanted. Well, I guess as the group investigates everything, Aaron, I don't know if you're muted or not. You know what you roll?
I don't know anything.
Did you roll anything?
Dirty 21 for investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty 21.
So you know that these cigarettes are not the same cigarettes that you got from Solid Snake. They're not Marlboro Reds.
No.
There's
not interested.
Different types of tobacco leaves, or you don't even know if they are tobacco leaves. There's Underdark cigarettes. They could be poisonous. They could be. They'll take some studying to get to know them, but you do know Goblin, and there is a. They are Goblin cigarettes, so it's possible that you could run into a Goblin person per se, and discern which ones are which. There's how many packs coming in? There's 20, so there's 5.
Shut the fuck up! Like you didn't know that.
So there's 4.
That might have been the biggest lie told in any session.
Hey,
how many?
Hey, roll me. There's 4 different types of cigarettes. There's one orange, one yellow, one red, and one green. And
do it. Just smoke a random one.
So in order for you to know what they do, with your high rolls, you know that there's got to be some sort of magical or potion-like quality to them. Murder hobos die. So do you want to have a cigarette or?
Yes.
Jake, you want to have a cigarette? Are you going to try this out?
I mean, we should all have one. I think.
I'm going to look at everyone like, you guys. I don't think these are.
Well, we're about to go into the colony thing, right?
We're about to start the time heist, which is probably you guys could get to the first. If we were to start it right now, you could get to at least the first room. Might as well hit it.
If you smoke, you might the smell might cling to you. It might be hard to sneak around smelling like cigarettes.
Ooh.
That's true. Well, I'll start giving everyone a speech about how to care for children and impart all the information I know to Ignis about babies. My mother.
Did everyone forget that there's a baby? You guys are gonna start smoking?
I did not.
Secondhand smoke?
No, I offer the baby a smoke. He's good.
I'm going to give all 5 of us 14 temporary hit points.
All right.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'm running low on hit points actually.
Well, you would have had a short rest before.
Yeah,
You had a short rest,
Aaron,
yeah.
I was playing you last time. I couldn't give yourself your short rest and then your temporary bonus.
What is short rest? How do you it's the 1d8 plus 2?
It's your hit dice.
It depends how many hit dice you want to use. Yeah.
But if you use at least one, you can get a 7. You get 7 additional hit points for free from me.
Okay.
This
Remember, we have all that bread to feed the baby too, so we're good. We're good. We can feed him. We're all right.
Would you guys like to take some random standard items like a sword or a dagger or anything like that? Anything you want, you can take. They're just going to be regular items, common.
Are there any more paintings?
No.
No, I'm not interested.
Who has?
Is there anything I can use for the baby?
Who has your painting though?
I do. I took it.
So you said I got +8 from you, Chris?
Plus 7.
7? Okay, cool.
I took the painting.
I'll take a couple non-magical rings.
All right, cool. So less than half health, so at any time I can morph.
Okay. All right. So you guys
ready?
So you guys went in there. It was 7:30.
For practice of chasing dragons, man. What are we in?
It's now probably another hour since you guys have robbed.
8:30. It's time for the ceremony.
So the bells are ringing. You guys are dressed in your robes. You got your baby mat, and you're headed towards the
ceremony.
The ceremony. As you get to the, you guys are fucking murdering hobos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You killed a kid.
I don't. Yeah,
we only killed 2
I didn't kill the kid.
You stole. Yeah. You killed a kid. You killed a family.
You killed a kid.
You killed a family, and now you're
killed the mama bear and the papa bear.
First of all, he's ours now, and we'll protect him as if he's one of our own.
The fucking Mandalorian. We're Mandalorian. Just picking up other Mandalorians along the way.
It is the way.
So I highly suggest you take some of your cool points and invest them in making a character sheet for the Ceramorph.
Why don't you smoke that green cigarette, Matt? Go ahead.
No, everyone told me not to. I was ready.
Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, so we're going back to the. We're going to this. Okay, so you guys see a bunch of gnomes, and it's primarily, actually, it's 100% gnomes and dwarfs. You do not see any drows. So something is weird going on. There are no drows that are visible. And you just hear a lot of people chanting, the harmony, it's going to be great, harmony is going to be great. And they're walking into this big chapel. And when you get to the chapel, I mean, that's where you guys want to go, right? I don't want to...
Yeah.
When you get to the front door, there's...
blending in with the crowd.
Right. So, everyone roll me a deception check. Group
Would we
deception.
have
Group deception
advantage with the robes?
check. Yes. Group deception
Not
check.
stealth. We can't be stealthy. We got to deceive.
Group deception check.
All right.
17. You
17.
guys are standing in front of people. You may have seen them. You may not have seen them. They may recognize
Oh
you.
my god.
12.
Natty 1.
Oh God.
A
Baby
30.
starts crying. Natty 1. Baby starts crying.
Oh wait, spells.
He doesn't have the baby. Well, the baby should get its own roll.
Yeah.
In its own role.
I'll roll.
That's Aaron is fucked
I'll
up.
roll.
Yeah.
I roll.
I start crying.
No, hold on. He's not.
You know what?
He's soon to be a non-NPC. I consider him part of the party already.
He might get snuffed out right here. If baby starts crying, you know what Drake would do. Baby's good protein.
No, Jake's going down in that case.
He didn't like squid though. All right. So what was the group? What was the group? Aaron, you got a 1.
Yeah.
What did the group get?
I got a 30.
17.
You got 30.
An 18 plus 12.
Jesus. All right. Well, that nullifies the 1. What? Jake.
I'll come over and soothe the baby's head.
I got a 12.
Not looking good. Matt, what'd you get?
17.
Hey, you made it. Wait. What's it? Let's see. Are you about to get raped by a bunch of Karens? No. 15 makes it. You guys just made it with a 15 combined total.
Let's go.
Aaron, thank your group, because that was fucking terrible.
I know.
Chris, you get a cool point for a 30. That's pretty good. Okay, actually, you know what? You don't get a cool point for 30 because I think your character has that advantage. You know what? Take a cool point. Whatever. I said it. All right, so you guys walk in. As you walk in, there are different aisles. So they are separating you guys into different.
Do we see the blue skull when we walk in?
You walk in.
Why the hell are we at this ceremony? Why aren't we
steal the
robbing more
blue skull?
It's at the ceremony. Okay.
As soon as you walk in, they shuffle you towards an entrance. There are 3 different entrances, 4 different entrances. And they're large. There's a lot of smoke coming out from the hallway, like thick smoke. Would you guys like to go to 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Are we sticking together?
Let's stick together.
All right, then. So 1.
Yeah.
You gonna go to the first one?
I don't. Well, not anymore.
Let's go to the third one.
Jake,
The third one sounds good.
Jake, you pick which one which entrance are you going to? You walk into this synagogue, and there are 4 different.
I picked the third one.
Number 3. All right, third one. All right. There's smoke coming out, and the crowd gets thin around the third one. All right, let me open up the screen.
Oh, the map change.
Now, let's go over rules of. Hold on, let me pull you out. I read some rules I'd like to try to implement here. See if this gameplay takes a little bit of a different turn. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to play the entire heist tonight, but we can certainly start the beginning of it. So, where were those rules? I think So you guys are entering this ceremony where it's like sort of like Easter or Christmas or Jake or maybe it's Hanukkah. You know who?
Thanks for being inclusive.
And you know you're in your temple or whatnot, and everyone has their attention on the Christmas tree, the Christ, the thing. So every perception from the any NPC is going to be done with disadvantage, because they're trying to observe the ceremony. But there is a where the hell are my rules for this thing now? It's hilarious. There's a certain sort of alarm setting, which I guess we're just going to make up on the spot here. So if you were to creep through and you're trying to be as deceptive as you can, if you are, and you were to see a guard and try to kill him and put him to the side, if someone were to find him, that's going to be an alarm of 2. Right?
Okay.
If you were to walk into a room and make some noise, that's going to be an alarm of 1.
Okay.
If you walk into a room and yell, or you psst, 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 maybe that's a half, like a whisper. And then if you were to walk into a room with a screaming baby, that's like a 4, right? So we'll roll and we'll role play that type of alarm setting. What I'm going to say is, you guys can debate during the role play here as the numbers of the sounds that you make and the kills that you make and the where you leave the people and how you do your thing. But the alarm of a 10 is going to trigger
Something.
the big
Go.
I mean, you know that during this harmony ceremony, an elder brain is present. That I hope that you guys know at that point. That elder brain happens to also be the gray one that you know from the future as well.
Oh, our boy.
Well, your boy in the future.
We're friends, though.
Not yet.
Yeah, but you know,
in 100 years,
once a friend, always a friend.
Now,
he's a smart guy. He'll get it.
The ceremony has started, and as you guys walked in, you saw that mind flayers were being blinded. They had their eyes closed, and they had their they had their eyes closed. So the only thing that the mind flayers from Sprock's knowledge of mind flayers, the only way that they're going to be able to communicate is through telepathic senses, because their eyes are closed and they can't speak, and that's some sort of ritual aspect of it, of the ceremony. And you guys are in this tunnel. Who's leading the charge?
I mean, I guess I would probably be heading
first. All right.
Aaron is going full blast.
Aaronus is like,
I'm definitely taking the time and
I
walking.
swear to God, I didn't kill this baby's parents. Give me a.
I will also I'll give the three of you a bardic inspiration as we go into this place. You each get one.
Nice. Keep that inspo. That's a D4.
The D8.
D8. Nice.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
All right. Let's go. Stealthily follow my steps, and then I just
Everyone's being stealthy.
Yes.
All right. There is a. Hold on. The whole place, you can tell, is just filled with smoke. It is filthy, filthy smoke. So, like if you stand up, you'll. It's not like a lot of fumes. Let's just say you can breathe them in. It's fine. Ignis, I'm sure you're happy because it's like a cigarette type thing.
Oh, nice.
But it's very hazy, very very thick clouds of smoke. So,
it's hard to see.
Stag, you can't. Yeah, even though you have dark vision, not Stag. Stag doesn't have dark vision, but everyone else.
Yeah,
has
now
dark
I do.
vision. You
With my new goggles.
Your goggles fog up immediately. Everyone has normal vision. There is no discerning, and so do the NPCs. So you see, Aaronus, you see a character. Well, actually, why don't you give me a perception check and see how many? What do you see?
Let's do it. Ooh, 25.
All right, you see a character standing there. It looks like to be some sort of drow guard. He is going to roll 12. Passive perception. Let's see, drow guard. Don't think he's gonna. So you see him standing there. His 12, I will re-roll if I need to. This is passive perception. Yeah, nothing. So he's standing there. Yeah, look at that. His passive perception is 12, but it's at disadvantage, which is a 3. So every perception will be at a 3 at a disadvantage. So you see you see him standing there. He looks like he's guarding the area. So, what would you like to do?
Pull out my bow.
Now, everyone can hear that there's no sound in this area. There's no sound.
I'll put my hand on Aaronus's hand, saying, "Calm and Genji."
And I'll be like, okay, all right. Like then,
let's try and sneak by him telepathically. No, but we have our helmets on, so I can't do that.
No.
So I'll whisper that quietly into his ear.
No, those telepathic helmets are gonna. I mean, you have no idea what you're walking into. So, but I don't know. I'm not.
Trying to sneak by this guy.
Right, but I'm just saying the alarm of 10. You can, if you want to kill this guy, you'll have to roll for your not just the kill, but afterwards you'll have to roll for your stealth.
And I grab Aaronus and I'm like, we could definitely kill this guy stealthily.
Right. You'll also have to one shot him.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I got this. I'm like, can you?
He says he's got it. I think he's got it.
or
I
I'm
pull
a
out my
bad
bow.
DM and I'm just trying to get you guys to get fucked. So it's up to you.
I pull out my bow.
Can it
And
be?
So
I'll pull my hand away.
yeah, Chris, you're just like, never mind.
No, I'll be. Well, if we must, then make it be true, and I'll cast guidance ability check.
All right,
Never mind.
and because we're carrying a baby, Chris, roll me a d20 to see if the baby wakes up from the smell of the smoke. I'll do this every 3 turns.
A 5.
Baby starts crying. That's not good. All right, so baby starts crying.
I'm comforting the baby.
You
I'm
guys
comforting
can,
the baby.
roll me a performance, Ignis. Baby starts crying. That's a +3 on the alarm.
6.
You rolled a 6 on the comforting the baby.
That's not good.
You dropped the baby. Baby
No,
starts
I can't
crying.
drop the baby. I pick the baby up.
I try and help.
I say, guys, help me.
Everyone roll me a d20 real quick. Performance.
Performance.
You gotta get up 20 or above, or the unleashing the fury is gonna come on you.
I rolled
Matt, what'd you get? 6?
6.
You need 14 more, guys.
I got a 3.
Oh my God, you need you need 11 more. Come on, Chris. Come on.
I got a 28.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, we're good.
Chris comes
There
in.
we
He's
go,
like,
there
"Hey,
we go."
baby, how you doing?"
I give Stag a nice. He helps me pick the baby up. I give him a nice, loving, like shoulder rub. Like, thanks, man. And I'm coming around. I'm feeling better about him in general. Just as I give him that vibe.
Hasn't moved since he's wanted to kill this guy. By the way, just baby crying or not, you're such a sick fuck.
Stag gives you a look.
You're like, all right, fuck that baby. Let's kill this guy. All right, go ahead. All right, so the baby's wooed. Shh, baby. It turns out, guys, I feel like Chris comes over. What do you do? How do you calm the baby?
It sings a lullaby.
Well, when as he picks it up, I'll put my arms around Ignis's, and I'll sing, "Baby Ceramorph in the deep blue sea." You swim so wild and you swim so free, eating brains and taking them over. Just the eyes popping out of their skull. Pop.
Baby goes to sleep.
At the same time, I'm gonna cast darkness.
Oh. So now darkness. When you're walking through a tunnel, they're gonna know that. What's the radius of that?
It's only 15 feet.
Right. So
it's pretty small.
Anyone within 15 feet, but when you're looking at darkness, you just see black, right?
Yeah, but it just looks like you said it's already like dark and foggy down here, so I feel like it's a good time to use it. Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Like it's not like we're in sunlight and there's just like a cloud of black, like you know what I mean?
No,
it just looks like it fades in.
It'll blend in. It's all disadvantage, but I'm just saying like they'll know that a spell has been cast. All right, so this guy is Aaron. Are you killing this guy or what?
You better.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I am. How are you killing him?
How far away is he from us?
He is from you. Oh
Yeah.
Shit! Here, let me put the measurement. He's about 30 feet away.
Close.
Oh,
he's exactly 30 feet away. Damn, good.
Right, but the baby already blew my ability to think about. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot him in the face.
Wow.
Do I have advantage?
You do have advantage. No, well, it's smoky, so I think it's a normal fight.
So advantage?
No advantage.
Advantage and disadvantage canceling out.
It's a drow guard.
All right, 25.
That definitely hits.
Oh, I should have. Yeah, that's what I should have. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on a second.
So not 25?
No, I did. 8 damage.
What's the damage you rolled?
8 damage.
Not enough to kill him. Wow. Everyone roll.
Wait, can I see that? Can I just let loose an arrow while we're here?
No, you don't get to do that now. A sneak attack like that? I don't know.
Well, hopefully you roll high on initiative.
Wow, you guys are fucking lucky. This guy got a 4. Jesus Christ.
Are we rolling initiative?
Chef, don't look at me like that. Chef's like, why are you yelling?
Oh, 23.
24.
Well,
Ooh.
Aaron, you just went, so that's your turn. Who got the next one?
I got
23.
a 22. I got a 22.
Nice.
Dag, you're up. Sprock?
No,
This is initiative.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Wow, it's still ahead of this stupid asshole. And Ignis?
23.
Wow. You guys are
So
terrible.
I see Aranis fail miserably, and I'm like, oh god! And I pull out my bow, and I let 2 arrows go at him.
I'll hold the baby.
No, the baby stays with me. No one holds the baby. It's in my pack. He's good. He's. I got him swaddled. He's good to go.
He's monkeyed.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 26 and a 23 on this guy.
That hits.
All right, we got 20 damage.
Describe your kill.
I'm disgusted with Aranis. Just absolutely. like I was so impressed when we did our double assassination last time. I was really thrilled. I was like, man, this guy's really coming around. He's doing cool murders. We're killing parents. We're stealing babies. I'm starting to like this guy. And then this, oh boy, I don't know. So I holster my bow and I'm just like, ugh, I should give him a little head shake to let him know I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I tuck my bow over my shoulder and I just hang my head and just like looking.
Okay.
Are we out of initiative right now?
Yes.
Before we go any further into this adventure, can anyone make arrows by any chance?
Nope.
Okay. Never mind.
I can make
All right.
non-magical ones that will last for 4 hours once a day.
Okay. How many?
Hold on one second. Matt.
Yeah.
The arrow rope thing that you stole from the friend that painted you the naked photo of yourself with Stag,
Yes.
and you guys looked really good. Like, really good.
Can I use it? I can use it as a weapon?
You can roll me a quick investigation check to see how many arrows are in that thing for you.
18.
There are, divide that by 3 and 6 arrows.
Wait, there's 6 of the special arrows?
No, there's 6 arrows.
I found like 6 additional arrows.
You found the building capabilities for that. Now, whatever Chris is going to do for you, that's up to you.
Okay, we'll
So,
save that.
you know what? You have the arrow with the feathers, but no thing, no head. But you have the heads. It's up to you how you guys want to figure that out.
All right, we're okay for now. Let's see how this goes.
Chris, were you about to give him like some sort of special thing that you?
No, I can't do
Chris,
it.
you said
tomorrow.
You can't do it till tomorrow.
Yeah, because I made you a magical bow when we're going to see Nagland.
All right.
While you're being upgraded.
Yeah.
Matt, when you shoot your arrow. We'll see how well you make them.
Well, I haven't made any yet, so we'll see.
From what you guys can tell, who's leading the charge?
Aramis, I guess.
I'm still just
We'll give him a chance to redeem himself.
A little shaken, but I'm still trying to keep it together.
Wait, let's hide this body.
Oh, true. Well, it's Mad Smokey. Where we're gonna?
Well,
I don't know. Throw it back out where we came from.
Sprock, are you hungry?
Always. Give me some brains.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we split the brains with Sprock and the baby so the baby gets some brains?
Oh, give the baby a little brain.
Just a little bit. He's small.
A little bit. He doesn't need a whole brain.
Baby's fine.
All right.
Well, can we get like 10% of the brain for the baby?
Sure. I'll leave 10% of the brain for the baby.
Okay, thank you.
What a good uncle.
Definitely get start with some brain.
Well, now if anyone finds the body, they'll think it's the Mind Flayers here and not us.
True.
All right, Sprock, give me a roll. You're eating the brain?
Yeah.
And it's fresh. It's a fresh brain. God damn. All right. Lore drop. Here we go. Give me a roll of. Let's see how well how good this brain tastes for you. I think it's gonna be a wisdom. Yeah. Give me what did I roll last time? You guys remember?
Nope.
Nope. Give me a recall history check. I know it's a high point for you. It's gonna be terrible.
Oh, it's only an 8.
Wow.
Oh no.
You have Bardic Inspiration.
What's that?
Fucking Chris.
You can add something to the roll if you want.
Oh. Then yeah. How do I
roll 2d8s and pick the higher one.
2d8?
It's gonna be a 12.
No.
They're both 7s.
So you get an extra 7 to that roll.
Oh, great. So 15.
So, you eat this brain, and okay, so I'm not prepared for this. You have a flash in your eyes from this drow's brain. You coming from the future where the drows are. Oh, this is perfect. Coming from the future where the drows are in charge of the Underdark, and going to the past where the drows seem like they're enslaved. You get a bite of this guy's brain, and they have been enslaved and persecuted for a long time. You get the feeling like they are underrepresented. They feel, not that they are, but they feel like they are underrepresented, underappreciated, and they are enslaved in Striad, as well as all throughout the Underdark. You get this is awesome. You get a mind link between. Roll me an investigation check. A 15 will give you a big one here.
I got a 8.
You get a flash of a blue mind flare and nothing else. And you get you're Sprock since you've been here. That flash of the blue mind flare, you notice, you know that blue mind flare. You don't have to roll. Well, I guess you don't even have to roll for that. You know that that's a Strezzel mind flare.
Right.
You know that the Strezzel mind flare and the drow somehow have some sort of deal. That's it. I'm not going to go on any further. You've bitten into his brain. What you know is your kind has a deal with this particular person.
All right. And I'm eating their brain.
And it's delicious. And you no longer have... I think you were supposed to play with any sort of disadvantage is wiped away.
Gotcha.
As a Ceramorph, you're supposed to have a disadvantage on I forgot. Exhaustion. You're supposed to have some levels of exhaustion when you don't feed on a brain, but now that you're done, you're done. Chris, you have a question?
Nope. I'm thinking.
You guys are disgusting. Would you like to move forward? Like, not only do you carry this, and this kid is just watching you guys do this.
Kid is asleep.
He's asleep right now. Well, we just fed him some brain, but I assume he went back to sleep after
NPC.
that.
I can roll him right here.
Well,
I don't consider him an NPC. I'd like to be able to. We should be rolling him.
What you think? I feel like
I don't like you rolling him. I would. He's our baby.
I'm gonna. You know what? The next time I'm gonna create one of these crowns. I'm just gonna increase the size of it though. That's gonna be his roll. You see this one?
Jake, do you have to go soon?
Yeah, pretty soon. Like in the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
If it's a good stopping point now, then
Yeah, it's fine. We can stop now.